Okay, so in the previous two videos, we talked about the three note groups, or we covered syncopated and non-syncopated rhythms. Those were all three note groups. So one tite, one teta, one tita, and titeta. So you notice those all have three notes to them. This one is going to be a little more challenging because now we're only talking about two notes, which means more space. And also there's a few more patterns on this page. There's actually four different combinations of two notes. And these can tend to be a little bit more difficult to play because like I said, there's more space. So we're going to take these nice and slow. There's a couple lines for each of these two note patterns. So we're going to start with line number 1 and line number 2 here. And just like the last one, I'm going to show you how how we arrived at these rhythms. Okay. So we'll take a look at this first rhythm here. We have 2 16th notes followed by an 8th rest. Now, when you have a rhythm like this, to me, I think it's easiest to visualize this rest as a note. So if I just change this note or this rest to a note, that is a very recognizable rhythm. That's one tite. Okay, I went from an 8th rest to an 8th note, one tite. So now all I have to do is basically whisper the rest. Instead of one tite, I'm going to say one tite. Okay, so as you go through this, kind of visualize these 2 16ths and an 8th rest as one thing. Here it is again, 2 16ths and an 8th rest, 2 16ths and an 8th rest, 2 16ths and an 8th rest. Okay, and think one tite without saying the te. One tite, 2, 3 tite, 4, 1 tite, 2, 3 tite, 4, 1 tite, 2 tite, 3 tite, 4, 1 tite, 2 tite, 3 tite, 4 tite, 1. Okay, same thing down here. 1 tite, 2 tite, 3 tite, 4 tite, 1 tite, 2 tite, 3 tite, 4, 1 tite, 2 tite, 3 tite, 4 tite, 1 tite, 2 tite, 3 tite, 4 tite, 1. So in general, students have an easier time counting notes than they do rests. Rests tend to throw us off for some reason. So like I said, the best strategy for these two note groups is going to be to visualize all these rests as notes and whisper them. Take this really slow. Make sure you're counting first. Okay, the video is going to play these pretty quick at 100. Remember, those are just for reference. That should not be the first thing you attempt to do. First thing you attempt to do should be to slow way down and count it first. Okay. Line number 1. 1, 2, ready, go. Line number 2. 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, so for line number 3 and number 4, it's going to be kind of the inverse of what we did on line number 1 and line number 2. So we're going to take the same approach here. Here we see an 8th rest followed by 2 16th notes. Okay, so what we did last time was we visualized that rest as a note, so let's do the same here. And then that becomes 1 tite 2. 1 tite 2. That's a rhythm we know. So to count this as written with the rest, we just need to whisper 1. So this is 1 tite 2, 1 tite 2, or rather 3 tite 4. So like we did on the last one, try to visualize 8th rest, 2 16th notes as a group. 3 tite 4, 1 tite 2, 3 tite 4, 1 tite 2, tite 3, tite 4, 1 tite 2, tite 3, tite 4, tite 1. Okay, so it's an easy rhythm with the first note missing. 1 tite 2, tite 3 tite 4, tite 1 tite 2, tite 3, tite 4, 1 tite 2 tite 3, tite 4 tite 1, tite 2, tite 3, tite 4 tite 1. Line number 3. 1, 2, ready, go. Line number 4. 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, so in this two-note group, we're going to be talking about dotted eighth note and 16th. Okay, so I'll tell you right off the bat what this winds up being is the first and last 16th note. So this is 1 ta 2, 3 ta 4, 1 t ta 2, 3 t ta 4. Okay, so let me show you how we came to that. Okay, so here's my 4 16th notes, 1 t ta. So the first kind of note we have here is a dotted eighth note. Okay, an eighth note gets the first 2 16ths. So I'm going to turn this into an eighth note. And you see that now we have 1 theta. But when I add the dot to it, that takes away the te as well. So this note right here is going to be equal to the first 3 16th notes. 1 theta 2. Okay, so each one of these dotted eighth notes is going to get the first 3 16th notes. 1 ta 2, 3 ta 4, 1 ta 2, 3 ta 4. 1 t ta 2, ta 3 t ta 4, ta 1 t ta 2, ta 3 ta 4. Okay, so that's your next rhythm. Line number 5. 1, 2, ready, go. Line number 6. 1, 2, ready, go. So in this rhythm, we're going to take the same approach we took earlier with the first 2 rhythms in this lesson, where we're going to replace the rest with a 16th note. Right now, this looks really confusing. 16th rest, 16th note. Notice how this beam does not attach over here. So this is a 16th note, and this one is an 8th note. So 16th rest, 16th note, 8th note. Now, off the top of your head, you may not know exactly what that rhythm is. But if I turn this rest into a note, now it should look very familiar. 1 t take 2. 1 t take 2. That's an easy rhythm. Okay? So to count our rhythm for line 7 and 8, all you got to do is not say 1. 1 t take 2. 3 t take 4. 1 t take 2. 3 t take 4. 1 t take 2 t take 3 t take 4, etc. 1 t theta, 2 t te, 3 t theta, 4 t te. So we're leaving out these downbeats here, these right hand notes. Okay, that's why we get that sticking left right on t te. All right, so there's your rhythm for line 7. Line number 7. 1, 2, ready, go. Line number 8. 1, 2, ready, go. This last one's going to be the trickiest one. So again, we have a situation where the rhythm starts with a rest, and where what we're going to want to do is turn that rest into a note and see if it's a more recognizable rhythm. Okay, so really easily I can just turn this first rest right here into a note, and we get that. Okay, so this is one from our syncopated groups here. 1 t ta 2, 1 t ta 2. Okay, so now we need to take that note away, and we get t ta 2, t ta 2. Okay, this is probably the most difficult rhythm on this page to play because it's so left hand oriented. It's so syncopated. T ta 2, t ta 2. T ta 2, T ta 4, T ta 4. See, there's like 6 notes in a row there on T's and T's. Okay, it's kind of like the anti-8s. It's all the left-hand notes. Okay, so very syncopated. Take these really slow. 1 T ta, T ta 1 T ta, T ta 1 T ta, T ta 4, T ta 2 T ta, T ta 4 T ta, T ta 1. Line number 9. 1, 2, ready, go. line number 10. 1, 2, ready, go.